flashlights and the fame. I was just a kid, I didn't know the weight of the things I did. I had the world in my hands, but I was looking for more. While you were standing there, heart bruised on the floor, I treated love like a game, like a song I could rewrite. But I didn't know I'd be sleeping alone tonight. I thought you'd always stay, no matter how I strayed. I thought the sorries would fix the debt I never paid. But time is a thief, whose silence is a loud sound, when the one who built you up is no longer around. And now I'm finally a man, but I'm a man without you. I learned all the lessons that I put you through. I found my reflection, but I don't like the view. 'Cause I'm 24 and I'm finally wise, but I see the ghost of us when I close my eyes. I reach for the sun, but I let our garden burn. I'm finally ready, but it's no longer my turn. It's just too late to grow up for you. I see you on the nose and you're going again. You found a piece that I couldn't give you back then. I hate that I'm the reason you had to be so strong. I hate that I only realized it once you were gone. Every I love you feels like a lie I told to myself while I was putting your heart on a dusty shelf. I'm a king in a castle that's made out of glass, watching the shadows of a beautiful past. I treat all the brilliance and the soul just the beat of God and only you chose. But you're 1,000 miles ahead and I'm standing still, trying to climb a mountain that I turned into a hill. Yeah, I'm finally a man, but I'm a man without you. I lived all the lessons that I put you through. Just a boy trying to be a star, but I lost the only light that knew who I really are. I'm sorry, yes. Saw a picture, you smiling in the city light. You look healthy, you look happy, you look fine and right. And he's holding your hand the way I used to do, but he's looking at you like you're the only truth. I'm happy for you, I swear that I am, but it's a bitter pill to swallow for a broken man. I was a storm that kept you up at night. He's the calm that makes everything alright. I was the chaos, the noise and the loud. He's the steady rhythm in your tired eyes. And it hurts to see him being the man I should have been, giving you the world without the ego and the sin. He's the shoulder I didn't have, the promise I didn't keep. He's the reason why you finally get to sleep. I had the chance, I had the crown, I had the queen. I spent years making excuses for my hollow heart, tearing us together and tearing us apart. I thought being a legend meant I didn't have to change. Now I'm just a memory that you've rearranged. I'm watching from the sidelines, a ghost in your past, while he's building a future that's built to last. If I could go back to that night in 2012, I'd save you from the hell I made you dwell. I'd be the one to stay, the one to pray, the one to fight. I'd be the one who didn't disappear into the night. But here's everything I failed to be, and that's the hardest part of losing you, you see. I didn't keep. He's the reason why you finally get to sleep. I had the chance, I had the crown, I had the cream, but I wasn't the man, I wasn't the man I should have been. I'm just a lesson you had to learn, to find the love you just the boy you had to leave behind. I'm driving through the hills at 3 a.m. again, passing all the places where we used to be more than friends. The radio is playing a song you used to love, and I'm looking for an answer from the stars above. But Eddie Street light flickers like a memory, reminding me of the version of you I'll never see. I try to wash the past away with a space of wine, but the bitter taste of goodbye stays on the line. I look into the mirror, but I don't see my face. I just see the empty spaces that I can't replace. I'm living in a house of broken reflections, searching for your love in all the wrong directions. Every glass I touch, I see your eyes, between the truth and all my beautiful lies. I broke the mirror so I wouldn't see the ghost of the girl I loved and the girl I hurt the most. Now I'm just standing in the pieces of us, bleeding from a heart that I turned into dust. I see your name in the captions, you're doing fine. I'm still trying to fix the bridge I burned in time. They say, Justin, you have everything, you're at the top, but I'm on a mountain where the crying won't stop. Cause what's a kingdom if the throne is made of ice? And what's a win if I had to lose you as the prize? If these walls could talk, they scream your name. They tell the world that I'm the one to blame. I'm haunted by the stories that I never said, by the cold side of the king size bed. I'm haunted by the way you used to look at me before I became the man you had to flee. I'm living in a house of broken reflections, searching for your love in all the wrong directions. Every glass I touch, for the mess I made. I'm sorry for the love I betrayed. That it didn't go. I was playing with pebbles, I was chasing the stones, building my ego on a pile of broken bones. I had a treasure that the world was dying to find, but I was too busy being selfish and blind. You were the clarity in my darkest night, the only thing in this fake world that was actually right. They say you don't know what you have until it's gone, but I know what I had, I just kept doing you wrong. I thought your spark would never fade away, no matter how many clothes I brought into your day. And I don't staring at my empty hands, feeling the cold, thinking about the story that we never got to unfold. I had a diamond, pure and bright, but I traded it for the shadows of the night. I let it slip, I let it fall, I let it go. Now somebody else gets to watch you glow. I had the universe, but I wanted to show God I'm a fool. I let the diamond go. I see you shining on someone else's hand now. He's wearing the crown, he's taking a vow, and I'm just the guy who didn't know the worth of the rarest soul to ever walk this earth. I try to find a replacement in the glitter and gold, but everything else feels cheap, everything else feels old. The diamond doesn't break, it just finds a better home, where it doesn't have to stay in the dark all alone. I scratched the surface, I put you through the fire. I was the ego when you wanted to go higher. Now you're a star and I'm just the ground, watching you rise while I'm breaking down. Now I'm staring at my empty hands, feeling the cold, thinking about the story that we never got to unfold. I had it done and pure and bright, but I traded it for the shadows of the night. I let it slip, I let it fall, I let it go. Now somebody else gets to watch you go. I have a universe, but I wanted to show God I'm a fool. I let the diamond go. Yeah, I let the diamond go. Now you're someone else's treasure, and I'm just the one who couldn't measure up. I closed the door, I locked the gate. I tried to hide from the hands of fate. I built a new life, a brand new home, but I'm never really here, I'm never alone. Every time the hallway gets a little bit cold, I hear the echoes of the stories we told. I see the silhouette dancing on the wall, waiting for the moment that I'm gonna fall. It's not you that's haunting me, so what I did, the secrets that I thought I successfully hid, they crawl through the floorboards, they breathe in the air. I turn around to find there's nobody there. Oh, I'm living with the ghost of my mistakes, every heart I stole, every bone I had to break. I see your face in the middle of the night, asking me why I didn't treat you right. I can run to the end of the world, it's true, but I can't run away from what I did to you. I'm haunted by the ghost of my mistakes. I put on don't smile for the camera lens. I played a part for my family and friends, but when the lights go down and the curtains close, the ghost comes back and everybody knows it's the way I lied, it's the way I lived, it's the silent scream of a love and theft. I'm a prisoner in a suit and tie, living a truth that feels like a lie. I saw you yesterday, or maybe I dreamed. You look so peaceful, or so it seemed. I'm on a scream out, I'm sorry, I'm changed. But the ghost held my throat and it felt so strange. You moved on to the light, you're free and you're brave, while I'm still emotional to grave. Oh, I'm living with the ghost of my mistakes. Every heart I stole, every bone I had to brave. I see your face in the middle of the night, asking me what I did to treat you right. I can run to the end of the world, it's true, but I can't run away from what I did to you. I'm haunted by the ghost of my mistakes. It follows me home. I'm standing on the corner of the street we used to know, watching all the headlights as they're passing fast and slow. The sky's turning heavy, just like the heart inside my chest. I'm looking for a version of me that I haven't missed. I know you're inside, and I know you're not alone, but I'm still here, staring at my shadow on a stone. The water's soaking through my skin, cold and deep, just like the secrets that I promised I would keep. I wanna knock on your door, I wanna see your face, but I know I'm a stranger in the sacred space. So I'm whispering an apology in the rain, hoping that the water can wash away the stain of every tear I caused and every night I lied, of the part of us that slowly withered and died. The thunder and screaming, the words I couldn't say. I'm sorry I broke you, then I just walked away. Now I'm just a ghost crying in the storm, while he's inside keeping you safe and warm. I remember how we used to dance when the clouds would break. We thought we were invincible, that was our first mistake. Now the rain just feels like a reminder of the mess of the love I turned into a game of chess. I moved the pieces, I tried to win the crown, but I didn't see the kingdom was burning down. If I could scream loud enough to reach through the blast, I'd tell you that I finally understand the past. But you found your sunshine, you found your clear blue sky, and I'm just a storm that you had to say goodbye. So let the rain fall, let it cover my eyes, so you won't see the king as he finally cries. So I'm whisking an apology in the rain, hoping that the water can wash away the stain of every tear I caused and every night I lied, of the part of us that slowly withered and died. The thunder is screaming, the words I couldn't say. I'm sorry I broke you, then I just walk away. Now I'm just a ghost crying in the storm, while he's inside keeping you safe and warm. In the rain, I'm just washing away the pain, one drop at a time, for the love that what's up? Pass. I bought a bigger house to fill the empty space. I put 1,000 pictures up to hide your face. I turned the music loud to drown out my own head, but I still hear the things that we never said. Now the walls are white and the floors are cold, and I'm living in a story that's already been told. They say silence is golden, but they're wrong. It's a heavy weight that I've carried for too long. It's the loudest sound I've ever had to hear. The sound of you no longer being near. Oh, the silence after you is deafening. It's the winter chill that every morning brings. I can out crowd a million, scream my name, but the quiet in my soul remains the same. No more I love yous whispered in the garden. No more fire, just a cold and lonely spark. I'm screaming at the ceiling so my face is blue, but nothing's louder than the silence after you. I check my phone just to see if it still works, but the lack of your notification really hurts. I used to complain when you talk too much. Now I give my soul for just a single touch, for a single hey or a laugh in the hall. Now there's just the sound of my back against the wall. I'm surrounded by ghosts and expensive things, but I'm just a bird with broken wings. I had the world, but I lost the heart. I have a finished line, but I missed the start. I'm a king on a throne in an empty room, waiting for the silence to become my tomb. Oh, the silence after you is deafening. It's the winter chill that every morning brings. I can never count a million, scream my name, but the quiet in my soul remains the same. No more I love yous whispered in the dark. No more fire, just a cold and lonely spark. I'm screaming at the ceiling till my face is blue, and nothing's louder than the silence after you. It's so quiet now, I can hear my own heart breaking. Tick tock goes the clock on the wall, but you don't answer. You don't call, just the silence. The calendar says it's a brand new year, but I'm still breathing in the same old fear. The sun comes up and the world starts to move, but I'm still caught in the same old groove. I put on my jacket, I go for a drive, but I'm just a ghost trying to feel alive. I'm a man of today with a soul in the past, living the dream that wasn't built to last. I look at the clock, but the hands don't turn. I'm still playing with the bridges I used to burn. I'm waking up to yesterday's heartbreak, feeling the weight of every mistake I make. The world is moving on, chasing a feeling that I'll never refill. You're 1,000 tomorrows ahead of me, while I'm trapped in the ghost of who we used to be. Yeah, it's a new day, but it's the same old ache. I'm just a victim of yesterday's heartbreak. I see your life in colors I don't recognize, a different light in your beautiful eyes. You've rewritten the story, you've turned the page, while I'm still a lion locked in an old cage. I try to run, but my feet are like lead, back to the things that I should've just said. Yesterday was sweet, yesterday was kind, yesterday was the only place where you were mine. I'd stay there forever if I had the choice, just to hear the echo of your morning voice. That the sun keeps rising cool and bright, reminding me I lost you in the middle of the night. I'm waking up to yesterday's heartbreak, feeling the weight of every mistake I've made. The world is moving on, but I'm standing still, chasing a feeling that I'll never refill. You're 1,000 tomorrows ahead of me, while I'm trapped in the ghost of who we used to be. Yes, you knew that, but it's the same old ache. I'm just a victim of yesterday's yesterday's heartbreak. I remember the nights in the back of the car. We were pointing to heaven, we were reaching for stars. I told you I'd never let your hand go. I promised you forever in the soft summer glow. I swore I'd be the one to protect your heart, but I was the one who tore it apart. Now those words are bouncing off these empty walls, like a heady rain that never really falls. I hear my own voice from a time long ago, talking about a future that we'll never know. I'm living in the echoes of a broken promise, thinking about the man I said I'd be, to be honest. I promised you a castle, I gave you a cage. I promised you a book, but I burned every page. Every I stay and every I try is just a ghost that's refusing to die. I'm haunted by the truth of what I couldn't be, the echoes of the promise that I broke for me. I see you now, you've got a brand new ring, a different song that a different man sings. I wonder if he knows the weight of his word, or if he's just like me, chasing the absurd. I hope he keeps the vows that I let slide. I hope he's the anchor I couldn't provide. I'll never leave you, that's the one that hurts the most. I'll change for us, now it's just a hollow ghost. I'll be your home, but I left the door wide open. Now every word I ever said is shattered and broken. I'm living in the echoes of a broken furnace, thinking back the man I said I'd be, to be honest. I promised you a castle, I gave you a cage. I promised you a book, but I burned every page. Every I stay and every I try is just a ghost that's refusing to die. I'm haunted by the truth of what I couldn't be, the echoes of the promise that I broke for me. Can you hear them? sorry I couldn't keep them. There's a pile of paper beside my bed, full of all the things that I should have said. I start with dear S, then I lose my way. The ink gets dry and the night turns gray. I wanna tell you how much I've grown, but I'm just a man on a lonely throne. Every sentence feels like a mountain to climb. When I'm fighting against the ghost of time, I crumple the pages and throw them away, just like I throw away our brightest day. I'm searching for words that don't exist to explain the magic that I let you miss. I'm living in a room of unfinished letters, thinking that a new life would make me better, but every paragraph ends in a blur, a story of a boy who wasn't ready for her. I have the pen, but I lost the heart. I have the ending, but I missed the start. Just 1,000 pages of I'm sorry, but with a door that I'm still too afraid to shut. I try to write about the night we met, the only memory I don't wanna forget, but the ink starts to bleed like the tears in your eyes on the day I told you those final lies. I wanna sign yours forever, but I know it's a lie, because forever went and said goodbye. Maybe one day I'll find the right time to tell you I'm okay, to tell you I'm fine, but the paper is empty and the room is still. I'm waiting for strength I'll never feel, to tell you you were the best part of me. And now I'm just a mess of a memory. Letters, thinking that a new life would make me better, but every paragraph ends in a blur, a story of a boy who wasn't ready for her. I have the pen, but I lost the heart. I have the ending, but I missed the start. Just 1,000 pages of I'm sorry, but with a door that I'm still too afraid to shut. I just wanted to say, never mind. Just another unfinished letter to the girl I never deserved. We spent a decade in a revolving door, coming back for less, hoping for more. I watched you grow up, I watched you cry, I watched the light slowly leave your eyes. I kept you waiting on a maybe and a soon. While I was out there chasing the sun and the moon. I look at the photos from when we were kids, and I hate the man for the things that he did. I took the best years of your life in my hands, I scattered them like they were nothing but sin. I'm sorry for the wasted years, for the ocean of salt and your beautiful tears. I kept you anchored when you wanted to fly. I gave you a hello that was always a lie. You gave me in 20s your heart and your youth, and I gave you everything but the truth. Now I count in the days that I can't get back, leaving our love on a broken track. I'm sorry for the wasted years. It could have been happy, it could could have been free if you hadn't spent all those summers with me. Try to fix a boy who didn't wanna be healed, keeping your wounds and your brokenness sealed. I was a habit he couldn't quite break, and I was a risk that you shouldn't mistake. 10 years of sorry, 10 years away, 10 years of standing right at the gate. I wish I could give all that time back to you, to a version of us that was honest and true. But time is a river that only flows one way, and I'm just the ghost of yesterday. I'm sorry for the wasted years, for the ocean of salt and your beautiful tears. I kept you waking when you wanted to fly. I gave you a hello that was always a lie. Gave me your 20s, a heart and you, and I gave you everything but the truth. Now I'm counting the days that I can't get back, leaving our love on a broken track. I'm sorry for the wasted years. I hope your loves are better in these years, and I didn't mind wasted years. I'm sitting on a mountain made of golden stone, but it's funny how it feels to be at the top alone. I have the world in my pocket, I have the keys to the city, but when I look in the mirror, all I see is pity. I traded your soul for a platinum plaque. Now I give all the millions just to get 1 minute back. They say I won the game, they say I'm the king, but they don't see the hole that's under everything. I bought the freedom I thought I always wanted. Now I'm just a rich man, broken and haunted. And that's the price of losing you. The hole in my chest that I can't see through. I sold the sun just to feel the rain. Now I'm paying the interest, I'm lost paid. I have a favorite house on the view, but it's all just paper without you. Yeah, I'm successful, but the truth is overdue. I'm bankrupt inside, that's the price of losing you. I see you on the red carpet and you're looking like a star, and I'm still wondering if you know how sorry I am. Every award on my shelf is covered in dust, a reminder of the love that turned into rust. I thought I was winning when I walked away, but I've been losing a little bit more every single day. Is it worth it? It's sold out shows in the light. If I have to cry myself to sleep every night, is it worth it? And even the thought, if I'm hollow and empty and dying inside, I've got 1,000 people screaming my name, and not one of them knows the depth of my shame. And that's the price of losing you. The hole in my chest that I can't see through. I sold the sun just to feel the rain. Now I'm paying the interest on all of the pain. I have the fame, the house and the view, but it's all just paper without you. Yeah, I'm successful, but the truth is overdue. I'm bankrupt inside, it's the price of losing you. The price is too high. I'm paying for my sins in a palace in a sky. I have everything, but I have nothing. Turning all the lights in every single room, trying to outrun the sudden sense of doom. I keep the TV loud, I keep the windows closed, but the truth is a scent that stays upon my clothes. I see you in the corner of my eye when I'm alone, like a fading memory etched into the stone. I try to step into the sun, I try to start again, but the sun just makes the shadow longer, my friend. It's the way you looked at me before you said goodbye. It's the million little ways I made you wanna die. It's the weight of every secret, the ghost of every lie follows me like a cloud across the summer sky. I'm walking in the shadows of regret, trying to forget the things I haven't yet. It doesn't matter where I go or who I try to be, my past is a shadow that's always catching me. I'm dancing in the dark with the ghost of who I was, paying for the damage just because I ruined the best thing I ever met. Now I'm just living in the shadows of regret. I saw you in a dream, you were dressed in white and gold, a story of a love that didn't have to grow old. But then the shadow crept in and I watched you disappear, and I woke up in a cold sweat, paralyzed by fear. I'm a man who has it all, or so do people say, but I'm a man who's scared to look behind him every day. The shadow knows the truth, it knows the boy I was in my reckless youth, it knows the tears I caused when I didn't care. It's a silhouette I saw, but it's always standing there. Can I run my own reflection in the glass? Ooh, can I run the shadows of a broken past? I'm walking in the shadows of a regret, trying to forget the things I haven't yet. It doesn't matter where I go or who I try to be, my past is a shadow, it's always catching me. I'm dancing in the dark with the ghost of who I was, praying for the damage just because I want the best thing I ever met. Now I'm just living in the shadows of regret. It's right behind me, regret. It's always there to remind me that I was the one who let the fire go out. I'm sorry, but the shadow is all I have left. I was 18, riding on a high, thinking I could own every cloud in the sky. I thought you were a constant, the light that wouldn't fade. No matter how many mistakes that I made, I took your patience for a weakness, I took your love for granted, leaving seeds of lonely in the garden that we planted. I thought the world would always wait for me, that I could go and play and still have you to see. But the clock doesn't stop and the heart doesn't heal when trade a soulmate for a temporary thrill. If only I knew we could buy my forever, I would've held on, I would've been better. If only I knew how the silence was scream, I wouldn't have traded our life for a dream. I would've stayed home, I would've been true, I would've grown up just to keep holding you. Now I'm wise in a world that's bitter and blue. Oh God, if only I knew. I see you now, and you're a queen on a throne, building a kingdom all on your own. I watch you from the shadows of the man I used to be, regretting every I'm busy and every it's just me. I didn't know that every lie was a brick in the wall until it was too high for me to hear you call. If I knew that 2018 was the final door, I would've knelt down on that cold kitchen floor. I would've begged for a second, a minute, a day, to wash all the pride and the poison away. But I was a boy who thought he was a king, until I watched the only real beautiful thing. If only I knew that by now forever I would've held on, I would've been better. If only I knew how the silence fits square, I wouldn't have traded our life for a dream. I would've stayed home, I would've been true, I would've grown up just to get hold of you. Now I'm wise in a world that's bitter and blue. Oh God, if only I knew. I didn't know it would hurt this much to watch you go. I thought I had time, I thought that you'd always be mine. If only I knew. You tell me I should let it go, that I should move along, that you're just another chapter, just another song. But how can I forget the way you looked into my soul? The only person in this world who ever made me whole. I was a wildfire and you were the rain, I was the pleasure and you were the pain. We were never meant to last, I think I always knew. A boy like me was never good enough for someone like you. But if I could go back and do it all again, I'd still choose the heartbreak, I'd still choose the end. Because you were my best mistake, the only heart I'm glad I had the chance to break, the only wrong that ever felt so right, the only ghost I wanna hold throughout the night. I trade 1,000 perfect years for one more day of us, even if it ends in fire, even if it ends in dust. I'm sorry that I lost you, but I'm glad I let you in. You were my favorite loss, my most beautiful sin, my best mistake. I look at where I am today and where you've gone to be. You're finally the woman that you couldn't be with me. I'm proud of you, I really am, it's true. But a part of me is still stuck in that room with you, trying to fix the unfixable, trying to save the light before I turned out forever into one long night. Maybe in another life we didn't have a thing, maybe in another world I didn't play the game. Maybe that I'm the man who stayed and I'm not the man who watched our color fade. But in every life I'm just the guy who got it wrong. You're the melody I couldn't keep in my song. Because you were my best mistake, the only heart I'm glad I had the chance to break, the only wrong that ever felt so right, the only ghost I wanna hold throughout the night. I trade 1,000 perfect years for one more day of us, even if it ends in fire, even if it ends in dust. I'm sorry that I lost you, but I'm glad I let you in. You were my favorite loss, my most beautiful sin, my best mistake. Thank you for the start, goodbye in your faded heart. doctor said I'm doing better. The therapy is fine. I'm finally getting sleep, I'm finally drawing lines. I haven't called your number in a month or maybe two. I'm doing all the things he told me I should do. But water's getting better, feel like getting cold. And water's moving on, feel like I'm losing my own soul. I'm cleaning out the closet, I'm throwing out the past, but I'm holding on to memories that were never meant to last. It's a slow and steady process, so they like to say, but I'm just finding new and different ways to miss you every day. I'm healing, but I'm healing without you. And every step I take feels like a lie I'm walking through. The scars are closing up, but the skin feels so strange, 'cause you're the only thing I never wanted to change. I'm learning how to breathe in a world where you're not there, but there's a ghost of your perfume in the up your morning air. I'm getting stronger, yeah, I'm seeing it through. But I'd rather be broken if it meant I was broken with you. I saw a girl who had your laugh, I had to look away. It's the little things that trip me up and ruin my whole day. I'm building up my walls again, but this time they're for me. To keep the man I used to be from the man I'm gonna be. But every brick I lay down feels heavy as a stone. The price of getting healthy is being all alone. Maybe one day I'll wake up and I won't say your name. Maybe one day the sunlight I feel like a burning flame. But right now the healing is just a different kind of pain, like trying to stay dry while I'm standing in the rain. I'm fixing all the pieces that I broke so long ago, but the heart that's being mended is a heart you never know. I'm healing, but I'm healing without you. And every step I take feels like a lie I'm walking through. The scars are chosen up, the skin feels so strange, 'cause you're the only thing I never wanted to change. I'm learning how to breathe in a world where you're not there, but there's a ghost of your perfume in the up from morning air. I'm getting stronger, yeah, we're seeing it through. But I'd rather be broken if it meant I was broken with you. I'm doing better now, so I tell myself I'm moving forward now. But I'm looking back one day at a time, without you by my side. Healing, but I'm still hard on. I got 20 rooms and a marble floor, but I'm still afraid to open every door. The hallways are wide, the ceilings are high, but they're just gold bars between me and the sky. I remember the plans we drew on the sand of a home built for two. Now the ghost and a man, now the kitchen is quiet, the coffee is cold, and I'm living in a future that's already grown old. I turn up the heat till the windows are steam, trying to melt away this recurring dream. But no matter the fire, no matter the flame, the walls only whisper the ghost of your name. It's an empty house in the cold, cold heart, watching the wall that I built fall apart. I have the space, but I don't have the soul. I have the pieces, but I'm not whole. I'm a king in a castle made out of regret, in a home where the sun hasn't risen yet. Every shadow I see is a work of art in this empty house and this cold, cold heart. I bought the expensive silk for the bed, but I'm slipping on the words that you finally said. I decorated the walls with the finest of things dreams, but they don't mean a thing without the joy that you bring. I see a ghost in the mirror of the hall, watching me stumble, watching me fall. I've got everything a man could ever desire, except for the girl who set me on fire. I walked from the bedroom down to the gate, realizing the sorry's 20 years late. The silence is heavy, the air is so thin in this beautiful prison I'm living in. I gun it all down to the dirt and the stone, just to not have to wake up and hear all alone. It's an empty house and a cold, cold heart, watching the world that I built fall apart. I have a space, but I don't have a soul. I have the pieces, but I'm not whole. I'm a king in a castle made out of regret, in a home where the sun hasn't risen yet. Every shadow I see is a work of art, and this empty house and this cold, cold heart is so cold in here, so cold. Is there anybody home? Just me, just the echo of a love I couldn't keep, just a heart that's falling fast asleep. Empty house, cold heart. The limo pulled away, the red carpet's rolled up. I'm left with the dregs in my crystal cup. The tuxedo feels heavy, the tie's too tight. I'm sticking out into the cold Hollywood night. I could call a car, I could call a friend, but I just wanna feel how the story ends. So I'm taking the long way, the path through the dark, past the ghost of our names carved into the bark. Every streetlight is a spotlight I don't wanna face. I'm just a runner who's lost in the race. I used to have a hand to hold when the night got too long, but now I'm just humming a broken down song. It's a long walk home alone tonight, without your shadow to keep me in the light. I'm passing the places where we used to hide, with a hole in my heart that's 10 miles wide. I got the trophy, I got the fame, but the wind doesn't know how to whisper my name. Just the sound of my boots on the cold hard stone, on this long walk home alone. I passed by the diner where we had our first fight. The windows are dark, there's no one in sight. I remember I promised I'd never let go, but I guess I'm a man who reaps what he sows. I'm walking past memories like the shop window glass, watching the ghost of our happiness pass. I'm tired of running, I'm tired of the show. I'm just a boy with nowhere to go. If I turn a corner, won't you be there with the moonlight caught in your chestnut hair? But I know that you're miles and a lifetime away, in a house where the sunshine has decided to stay. And I'm still out here, measuring the miles between my regrets and your beautiful smiles. It's a long walk home alone tonight, without your shadow to keep me in the light. I'm catching the places where we used to hide, with a hole in my heart that's 10 miles the long walk to an empty home. I went back to that cafe on 2nd and Main, the one where you laughed and ignored all the rain. I sat in your chair and I ordered your drink, just to sit in the silence and try not to think. The waitress still asks if you're coming around. And I have to look at my feet on the ground. I'm a detective in a cold, empty case, searching for clues of your beautiful face. I'm visiting ghosts of the life that we led, replaying the movies inside of my head. I'm looking for something I know I won't find, a piece of my soul that I left far behind. I'm tracing your steps through the heart of the city, feeling the shame and the weight of the pity. Every corner I turn, I'm hoping to see the girl that you were when you still loved me. I'm walking the paths that we used to walk, listening for echoes of how we would talk. But the tracks in the snow are starting to fade, just like the promises that I once made. I'm just tracing your steps back to the start. I drove by the park where we sat on the grass, watching the seasons and people all pass. I saw your initials still carved in the wood. I'd erase all my sins in a heartbeat if I could. I follow the trail of the love we once knew, but it leads to a wall that I can't get through. You walked out of range, you walked out of sight, while I'm still chasing your shadow tonight. I'm a mile behind and you're leagues away, in a brand new life, in a brand new day. I'm looking at maps of a country that's gone, trying to find where the we went wrong. But the footprints seem to be edge of the sea, and there's no more you, and there's no more me. I'm tracing your steps through the heart of the city, feeling the shame and the weight of the pity. Every corner I turn, I'm hoping to see the girl that you were when you still love me. I'm walking the paths that we used to walk, listening for echoes of how we would talk. But the trash in the soul is starting to fade, just like your promises that I once made. I'm just tracing your steps back to the start, tracing your steps. You're the trail has gone cold, the trail has gone cold. I'm just a man who's lost his way, and the steps of the girl who didn't stay. I'm sorry, yes, I'm still looking for you. I'm putting down the pen, I'm closing up the book, I'm giving back the pieces and the things I took. The house is finally quiet, the reader's gone away, and I've run out of all the sorries I could say. I watched you find your light, I watched you find your peace, and I think it's time for my own heart to find release. I won't call your name in the middle of the night. I won't look for your shadow in the morning light. I'm stepping out of the frame, I'm letting you go to the beautiful life that I'll never know. So this is the final goodbye to us, to the love that turned into diamonds and dust. I'm letting go of the boy I used to be, and the version of you that stayed with me. You're not my maybe, you're not my again. Your beautiful story has reached the end. Go live your life, go chase the sun. The war is over and you have one final goodbye to us. I hope he treats you like the miracle you are. I hope he never lets you wander off too far. I hope your home is filled with laughter and with grace, and that you never have to see the sadness on my face. I'm taking off the ring that was never on your hand, and I'm letting the wind blow away the sand. No more tracing your steps, no more living in the past. I finally found a truth that's built to last. That loving someone means letting them fly, even if it means saying our hardest goodbye. I'll be okay, and you'll be more than fine, in a world where your heart is no longer mine. So this is the final goodbye to us, to the love it turned into diamonds and dust. I'm letting go of the boy I used to be, and the version of you that stayed with me. You're not my maybe, you're not my again. Your beautiful story that speaks the end. Go live your life, go chase the sun. Go, war is over and you have one final goodbye to us. It's fast now, the weight is born. I'm working into my own dirt. Thank you for the lessons, thank you for the love. Goodbyes, be happy.